Welcome, everybody, to the MBL Championships. I am your host, Nathaniel Shook, coach of the Ecruteak City FC team. And guys, it is indeed the championships. This will be Shook Bowl 2.0 as we are going up against Cinnabar Island FC. We're going to get on the way, but first, before we get started, let's go over some of the stats here and or bracket situations. So, as you see from here, Ecruteak City beat Palatown 3-0. We can double check a little bit later there. While Cinnabar Island took on Blackthorn and beat the actual favorites 4-0. Leading to the rematch that was at the very end of the season against Cinnabar and Ecruteak City, in which it went to time and was a 3-2 win in Cinnabar's favor. Could have been a tie, but was heavily leaning towards Cinnabar. So this is looking to be a fantastic match from both coaches who have been in the MBL from day one. They know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They've structured their teams accordingly so they're able to play at an optimal level. Before we get into my team and what we're bringing, let's go over some of the Cinnabar Island stats here. Now, as you recall from last time, notable wins against Eric Pastor and Goldenrod and against Ecruteak City, our team, 3-2. Notable losses are Palatown and Blackthorn, all of which he's already dealt with. And keep in mind that Palatown was a 4-4 draw, and he already reversed 4-0'd Blackthorn and then didn't have to worry about Olivine. So Cinnabar is in a really positive look here and has already played Ecruteak City, won 3-2, though it was close. But we should expect Cinnabar and Ecruteak to be coming at it from a all-offense type of mindset, right? It's going to be the 1-2 punch type of a game, right? So as we move on, I also want to draw attention to the Ecruteak stats. So yeah, average points per win is a 4.4. Again, Cinnabar is known for making things lights out. Per loss a little closer. But here we go to Ecruteak. So even though they lost to Cinnabar, keep in mind that they are amazing. That 3-2 loss isn't as bad as a loss as some other ones. And it was the only loss they received in season. So coming to playoffs, they've been hot, right? With the lowest point total being against Palatown at a 3-0, right? Still similar to the 5-2 win. And so they haven't lost any momentum. In fact, dealing a monumental punch to Palatown and coming in hot after the week off with Cinnabar, okay? So we're looking to have a fantastic showing today, and I honestly cannot wait to get underway. Like I said, my name is Nathaniel Shook, coach of the Ecruteak City FC Pokemon Club, or FC, whatever you call it, yeah. We're going to get this link code set up. I can't even talk. And it's looking to be a doozy. I'm going to give the code to Phillip, and we're going to try to get this thing started super fast. And I'm incredibly worried about this. So for those of you who don't know, last time we brought Sil Valley Dark type to deal with Prankster. This time we're going with a little bit something different. We're going to bring in the Lapras. We didn't bring it before. Hopefully to kind of freak him out a little bit. We would run Future Sight, but again, speed's been a problem. He can't run Thunder Wave. We don't have any Thunder Wave on any of our mods. We thought to bring Charizard for the shock value, but we think Lapras will be good enough. Philip's booting up the game now. So let's go over the team. Yeah. Pokemon, we're still bringing the same set. We're still bringing Jurgen. We didn't nickname Gardevoir. Sorry, Cheyenne. Mainly because, hey, it's been doing well. Might change it, right? Same thing here. We're going Focus Dash. I'll show you the moves. We ran some calcs prior. A lot of the calcs are going to matter with Gardevoir and Izanami. Kojin, not so much. As you remember last time, he was kind of like nothing. Didn't really matter at all. Lapras is new. We ran a few calcs. We know he can tank a lot of hits. He's not good under screens. So if Grimmsnarl runs screens, we're in a really bad situation. Jurgen is good. We're running Iron Head on that. I'll give you that to deal with Grimmsnarl. But that's the only Iron move we were running. We opted not to go with Iron Head on Kojin, but rather we did Low Sweep for Snorlax, as we think that's going to be more beneficial, as nothing else can really handle it. We did. Let me make sure I have it correct. I think I'm running Dazzling Game of Focus. Give me 1 sec, Felipe. Because I actually need to put Focus Blast on Samboti. Think. If not, that's whatever. Oof. Because we're not running Dazzling Gleam on this one. It's just not worth it. Or should we? Yeah, because if we run into the issue with what is it, Snorlax, we're gonna need that. So that we did calc that. We're not running Dazzling Gleam because we can do a lot of damage to Axis regardless. So, woo! Almost had a bad situation there. We're just gonna wait for Phillip at this point, so he's booting up his team, and perfect timing. All right, boys, championships on their way against Zakana, aka Phillip Shook, Dr. Phil, coach of the Cinnabar Island FC team, against me, Shook. The Ecruteak City. Got myself a Diet Coke here. We're gonna get started real fast. Zakana is deciding the battle, so we might not be at home field advantage, which is gonna be a first for us. I have the camera like right in front of the screen, so pardon me on that one. A little chunky right now, so we're gonna try to point this down a little bit as I lean forward in some areas. So let's get this. So we have blunder policy. Yeah, the issue is Hawlucha is going to outspeed our entire team. Like if he's running unburdened, it's really bad. Let's go to the champion sound. I feel like that's, you know, hey. Here we go, boys. So we're gonna see what he's running, and I'm a little freaked out by it. Yeah, so this is what we thought. We knew he wasn't running Whimsicott or Toxapex. He's probably gonna run Grimmsnarl or Espeon. I'm assuming Espeon first. He's gonna run Dazzling Gleam. We don't really want to deal with too much. We knew it can Oko Duragin. We know he's probably gonna go Gardevoir. Yeah, well, we can go Gardevoir and switch out if need be. Yeah, because it's going to outspeed us. We're gonna need that strong impact. It might run Shadow Ball, which is going to be kind of interesting here. But anything else can't really handle that. And if it's Grimmsnarl, hey, you know, whatever. Like, he can run screens. We switch into Kojin real fast, and we just deal with it that way. Grimmsnarl is more than likely running knockoff because the Gardevoir is so OP. Not OP, not OP, what am I smoking? Because the Gardevoir can be a threat, or can at least be annoying. And that I typically run Gardevoir moving first or Dracozolt, so there's a high probability of me going those two things first. And so I'm kind of falling into the pitfall a little bit, but I don't feel like there's any safe, really, move-ins if he brings up Espeon first, which is a high probability. If it was Grimmsnarl, maybe a little bit different, but he's going to run it a little bit bulkier with that HP stat on Grimmsnarl, a little higher too. And he's going to go Hawlucha first. So if he has knockoff, that's going to be really, really flipping important. But we also have Unburden. So we're going to find out he's running Unburden. So yeah, so if he knocks us off, we still get the speed boost. We have Trace, not that big of a deal. He can go into a lot of different things here. Since he's not running Toxapex, kind of a problem. I'm assuming here he's going to at least try and test this out. We're going to go for Psyshock. He's probably going to go Espeon. He's Sky Attack. Okay, so he's gonna do the Unburn thing. It might kill me. This thing might kill me. I have a lot of investment in defense and HP. There's that, and this might be a dead Gardevoir. He hits. Oh, that sucks. And that might be dead. And it's a dead Gardevoir. Ah, it's a crit! Holy crap. Yeah, that crit sucks. Cannot believe that actually happened. Wow. We're gonna run Icy Wind, not Ice Beam. Mainly because it's gonna lower his speed and we can do something a little bit more different. Hopefully we're trying to get to the point where the Choice Scarf can work. It's probably not gonna be as good as you think it is. That crit might have just won the match for Phillip, as my Gardevoir is like pretty prevalent in this match here. So that's going to be a big deal. Close combat won't kill us. It's going to be close. And Icy Wind's going to do, yeah, it's going to drop Kaluch's defense, special defense. So this, it's not going to kill. It's definitely not going to kill. It's going to lower his speed a little bit if he keeps it in. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. And we have to kind of sack this at this point. Wow. We're just going to do an Icy Wind. Hopefully, maybe he switches out. Maybe he does a lot of things, but we're going to be down to 0-2. Acrobatics, yeah, it was a safe move. Good stuff on Phillip. Yeah. Alright. Not too worried about this right now. We can worry about it later. Acrobatics should kill. We're going to live right here anyway, so we're just going to do a Thunderbolt and just call it a day. Halucha is going to be the biggest problem on the team. So we knew he's running Unburdened. We were not expecting the crit, though, and I think that's the big problem. And he knows we're running, Focus Sash. Like, he knows it. So I'm not, like, this isn't a big deal. He can swap out if he wants to. Thunderbolt's going to give us the most coverage, realistically, if he goes into most things. But I guess not, because Toxpex isn't there. The Acrobatics, this is not going to kill us. It's going to bring us down to, 5. Oh, so we didn't need the Focus Sash. So that's disabled, which is nice, but it's going to die right here anyway. So we'll have a little bit more. You might need to keep Gengar in the pocket. We cannot sack him. We cannot sack him. That is dumb, which sucks. If he brings out Snorlax, that's cool. He can kind of boost up Curse, unless he's doing Dragon Dance Halucha, in which case it's over. The crit was the worst feeling thing ever. We really can't do anything with this either. He's probably running Air Balloon. We are going to be faster. He's going to just use Shadow Snake. Absolutely he is. He absolutely is going to do that. Not even a question. Not even a question he's going to do that. Yeah, we gotta be offensive. It's not gonna work. He's gonna Shadow Snake us, and then, it's just booty from there on out. But this is just good stuff from Phillip, taking advantage of that critical hit and doing work. This may kill us a little bit. It's gonna drop us down to at least 50%. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. So what he's probably gonna do now is he's probably gonna King Shield, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna do a court change. And if he doesn't, that's big brain read right there. Because I don't want, I don't want to lower my defenses at all, right? So we're going to do this. We're going to do court change. Yeah, because I don't want to lose any of that. And he knows that. So he's kind of forced to change into something here a little bit, because it's going to take something. He can deal in the Shadow Snake to get as much damage off. But he's not looking at a -1 Pyro Ball right now. It's going to hit something. He's gonna wonder if he wants to make it hit the Aegislash or the Haxorus. This is, again, we're down. What was it? 4-5 already, but it's kind of where I want to be. He's not going to lose a lot of life here because he's in shield form, but it's not going to be pretty. That is unfortunate. We should have run Sucker Punch. And then this is going to kill us off right here. But we will be able to see kind of a form of Shadow Claw. Okay, that's fine. So you can run Shadow Snake, Shadow Claw. Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. All right, so this is the. Oh, he's running lefties. Yeah, we're gonna keep Jurgen in the back. I'm not messing with that. So he knows this Raiden's coming in hot. He's not running Air Balloon, so Earthquake is like free game here. And he's gonna outspeed me. Like, it's not even a question here if he's gonna outspeed me. Earthquake is gonna be better overall, I would say. So we're just gonna click the Earthquake and just hopefully, hey, we proc Blunder Policy. He won't kill us in one turn. He's not running Swords Dance. Oh, he might be running Swords Dance. We don't know. All right, that'd be like an OP call out right here. And being down 3-5 isn't good. So it's more or less in Phillip's favor, and I can't fault him for that. He's going to do a lot of damage here, but not too much. We're a little bit more chunky because I made it that way a little bit. More HP and attack, not really speed, because I'm banking on Blunder Policy. So I'm glad we took out H-Slash there. What I'm expecting is the Haxorus, and I think he wins with the Haxorus switching. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. He's just gonna kill me, and that's what this is gonna come down to, is the Haxorus switching, and it's essentially sealed, right? The only time it won't is if I miss. So you're gonna see. Oh, he's got Dazzling Gleam. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, he beat us. We're gonna press Bolt Beak. It's stab. You know. We proc Blunder Policy because I know it's less accuracy than Dragon Claw. Perfect. Yeah, we can outspeed some people here because it doubles our speed. So we're in kind of that range where, hey, Haxorus may or may not be faster. I did not run that calc, honestly. Psychic. Okay, this should kill. I would be shocked if it didn't kill. Yeah, and that's gonna be game. More likely, Phillip's running. He's not running. He might be running Choice Scarf on the Espeon, as that will outspeed literally everything on my team from day one, and I think that's game. We're going to click Icicle Spear because there's nothing stopping us from that, even though it's 2-4, right? There's nothing stopping us, and we got to be doing something like super, like we got to do something. So if we're faster, awesome. If we're not, hey, you know, whatevs. But this kind of speaks to kind of the importance of Gardevoir to the team, and that crit is monumental. With Drew. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be Snorlax. Yeah, he's gonna be a curse set. We're locked in Icicle Crash, so we got the most amount of stat for our buck. It's gonna be probably a physically defensive Snorlax. Yeah, we could get the freeze. And we're just gonna keep clicking this from on and on. Actually, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have gotten a Kojin actually. Yeah, I probably should have gotten a Kojin because he has low sweep. Yeah, I probably should have. That's unfortunate, unless we get the biggest hacks in the world. I don't think we kill this thing, but that was insane. He has rest. Hit 3 times at 90% accuracy. Oh! Flinch. Yeah, it's... Dang it, man. All right, so we're gonna go into... We're gonna hard switch. He's got the berry, so but we forced him at least to show us that. Oh my gosh, yeah, the chest of berry. So we'll be cheeky here. Oh, we don't have that. We have Izanami. Oh wait. Yeah, no. I think this is good. I'm gonna see if he's going into a fighting move. This is gonna be a really risky right here. He goes into the let's keep that. That's good. That's a good move. Yeah, that's a good move, Phillip. That's a good move, man. That's a very good move. I wish I had close combat, but I guess that's not gonna work. Yeah, so that's gonna be game. So hey, Phillip wins. He wins in style, dude. That's the quickest match of this season. Holy crap. Good on you, Phillip. Hey, good on you, man. Like that's good stuff. So. I can't. I mean, I can be mad about the crit. I really can. Because I think that was messed. But, hey, you know, that's RNG up the wazoo. I'm not dead. That's cool. What would suck is if I froze him, which I know it's not going to happen. Or if I flinch him to death. Yeah, that's game. Oh, that's just not in my favor, dude. That's just not in my favor. I got low rolls on attacks on a couple of them. And then I just... got critted that first round, and that's been Cinnabar's whole life right there is crits. That was not the match I wanted. And what sucks is like I actually prepped for it. I'll take his lead card, why not? And that's the biggest thing. I prepped for it. I really did. And losing Gardevoir with the moves I had on it, like that, is not what I wanted. So. Yeah, Phillip said GG's. Yeah, I'm saying that crit was the match. If I don't have Gardevoir, I don't win that game. Like Gardevoir needed to be in there about midway to cause some ruckus because he kind of slows the game down a little bit. You'll see what Phillip says on the crit. I mean that's part of the game. That's part of why you play Pokemon. So I can't be like ticked off. Yeah, Yeah. Like I did calc the Gardevoir one. I should have lived a little bit. I don't think the Hawlucha would have died, but given the special attack, that it was aiming for a Psyshock. I think it was Psyshock or Draining Kiss. I think it was Psyshock. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think I would have dropped the Hawlucha, but I should have lived that even with the Unburdened boost Sky Attack thing. That's how it is. Yeah. So Philip's saying that it was an 87% chance to OHKO naturally. I did have a weird spread. I didn't have it on. What was it? It's more physically defensive. Absolutely, with a little bit of investment into HP, and so it goes a little bit of investment of HP, 252 in defense. Not all of it in special defense, because it is an assault vest. One, so that OHKO chance should be significantly down. So I'm just reading it real time, because this I feel like I should get the post game. Why did I decide to bring Lapras? It walled a lot. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. In case you switched. So, yeah, Philip asked what made me decide to bring Lapras. So, in the calcs, actually, this is a really good question. Lapras walled out a lot of his mons. It was the only way for me to kind of check Toxapex if he brought it. Whimsicott wasn't a big deal. Whimsicott, he should never have brought. The Hawlucha was its worst matchup, mind you. That being said, I was expecting more of a close combat. It wasn't going to matter with acrobatics or sky attack. There was a chance that Icy Wind did kill, given my stat spread was all mainly defensive HP oriented. Yeah, Philip says he wasn't expecting that. Yeah, and that's what I thought, because I talked about with Eric like to bring Charizard or Silvally. I figured Silvally was expected. So I wanted to bring Charizard. I really did, Philip. I wanted to bring Charizard. But Icy Wind had a chance to kill Hawlucha. And then the reason why I picked Icy Wind and not Ice Beam, because you're probably wondering that, is mainly because if he switches into something else, if he doesn't want to keep Hawlucha there because the ice typing, right? Or if he does anything else to drop Gardevoir, right? At lower stats. But I think he did close combat. Something with something else. I'm not sure. Anyways, Icy Wind has a chance to kill, but also if he wants to switch to preserve it, it allows that speed drop. So if he brings in Haxorus, which I doubt he would do, or if he brings in Aegislash or anything else, it allows my slower mons like a Dracozolt to have a shot at attacking first. Even if it's the Espeon, if it wasn't Choice Scarf, like it allows the opportunity for some like Darmanitan or a Dracozolt with a Blunder Policy, or even like Gengar to get the 1-up on him and actually do something. So that's the primary reason why I brought Lapras in the first place. I originally had Future Sight on there, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. I was told that Icy Wind was probably the better utility. I love running Future Sight mainly because people forget about it halfway through the match, and so it allows me to pick up some jank kills. We originally had it out as a scope lens for crit chance, but again, the 20% crit isn't going to do that much, or even like 15% isn't going to do much. Actually, I think it might be 10. But yeah, no, that on the calc sheet, I'm even looking at it right now, like that crit, like it mattered so bad. If that crit doesn't happen, there's a very, very good chance that Hawlucha 1 dies, and then I'm able to switch in Gardevoir into something else. Off a read or something like that for Draining Kiss, because that thing was physically bulky as crap for this match. I adjusted it a tiny bit. It's essentially the same in its design. It's meant to stall. but there are minute changes in the stat distribution. I did have low sweep on, what was it? Kojin, the Cinderace, for Snorlax. Even when I switched that Pokemon, I realized, oh, it's Gengar. And what sucked was I should have expected the Heat Crash. I was thinking of something completely different, honestly, on his set. Yeah. So, that was not the most, exciting match. I got stomped, bro. And yeah, I give it to Phillip. Do I think the crit would have changed the game? Absolutely. Do I think he still wins? High chance. Realistically. But no one, you would, I just don't know how it would play out with Gardevoir. Do I play it differently? Do I play it safer? Do I do a couple things differently? Right? It probably wasn't wise to come out with, was it? It wouldn't matter if I started Gengar with the what was it? Instead of the Darmanitan, because he crashed, it killed either way. I would have had to have, well before that matchup even began, gone Gengar, used Focused Ball, and what was it? Get it down to around 50%, because that looked like a more physically defensive Snorlax, which tells me that on the calc it was especially defensive Snorlax, and that's doing about 50 to 60% damage on a Focus Blast, which tells me that had we let out Gengar, we would have got at least 50% coming in with Jurgen, and if we get the flinch, awesome, and if we don't, then it's just what it is. The RNG was not in my favor, and that turn one was a big thing, and then the miss was bad, and then that low roll, I think it was a low roll, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. That low roll on Jurgen to kill Snorlax and a couple other things. That one didn't feel good. There's a lot of moves that pumped out that, even looking at the stat right over here on my laptop, there's a lot of low rolls that happened. Not as much, but again, even with the low rolls, there's a high chance I still lose that match. So because it all comes back to that crit, and you'll never get that crit back. That's the thing. So here's what it is. So I will not be able to place that star on my team. I would love to play him again though, but we're not gonna do the best 2 of 3. So yeah, that is the season 2 of MBL. Cinnabar Island FC takes it 4-0, big 4-0. And they obviously show that they have the better designed team, better drafted team, and just better overall team overall. I don't have a lot of defenses. Lapras was probably my biggest one. I know you all saw Gardevoir more, but the reality is Lapras was probably the biggest tank in the team. It's unfortunate. Things didn't go the way I wanted it to, so it is what it is. So we'll take our second place. It sucks, because we had a lot of momentum. Yeah, I can't think of what ifs. So, that being said, my name's Nate. I hope you guys enjoyed this season. Thank you for following Ecruteak City FC on our journey to the championships. We didn't get it, so I do apologize for all you Ecruteak City fans. For you Cinnabar fans, hey dude, let's have a party. Congratulations to Phillip Shook for having the best team in the league, best play in the league. Even with that tie and those 2 losses, I still think he was him and Cheyenne. So yeah, Phillip and Cheyenne, so Cinnabar and Blackthorn, I think were the two best teams in the entire league. I mean, you can make the argument that I was 10-1. It doesn't matter. I think if you look back at Cheyenne's match against me, when we played Blackthorn, she played stellar, and it just came back down to a draw, who's faster. It was like a tie. So yeah. So for those of you who are curious on what we do next for MBL, we are having a Season 3, but this time it's the MBL Champions League, where we're going to be doing VGC and a couple new players, which means a couple new teams. It's going to be about an 8-man team, 8-man roster. We're doing doubles VGC style, so please do not miss that action. We're going to see what MBL single season, or just the MBL kind of premier league, if you want to call it that. We'll see what teams want to carry over from that. I already have confirmation from Cinnabar Island and myself, so you'll be seeing Ecruteak and Cinnabar in the MBL Champions League, and I cannot wait for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Dip my feet in there and get some really jank Pokemon. You'll probably see the draft and draft analysis after the DLC comes out, where we have more kind of information on what Pokemon are available, as we may, or more than likely, be seeing a return of some of the most OP mons in the game, like Garchomp, right? Which I've been missing a lot. Speed tiers will increase, which means we're going to have a lot more fast-paced, a lot more high-octane matches, and with VGC, Dynamax will be included. So you guys will get all those Dynamax actions. And hey, maybe Lapras is going to be up on the tier. We'll see. Up a tier a little bit. But that is going to be a similar thing. We won't do auction. We'll just do snake draft. Same. And we are debating on the rule set in regards to legendaries, as sometimes they're not as accessible to those who don't have DLC. So we want to make sure it's available. We may have Saffron City returning, but I'll have to contact a couple other people. Here's hoping maybe Blackthorn. Maybe. We'll see. But it's been a wonderful ride with you guys. And I couldn't ask for a better league. Honestly, this is probably the most intense league. So congrats to the Rookie of the Year, Michael. Congrats to Most Improved Coach of the Year, with Cheyenne showing us how it's done. Really. Congrats to Phillip Shook for winning the championship. You guys made this so good. And then congrats to Eric Dressler. Let's not get it sick and twisted. Eric Dressler is still a threat, right? Like, that match could have gone either way, give or take a couple moves. So you guys have been amazing. And you know what? I look forward to Season 3 of the MBL as we make it to the MBL Champions League. So I love you guys all. Love every single one of you, and I'm so happy. Even if it's in second place, I'll still take it. So congratulations to Phillip Shook. I'll see you next season, guys. Bye.